Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Hey, I'm not giving up today. There's nothing getting in my way. And if you knock me over, I will get back up again. And with that, let's get into this week's weigh-in.
Yeah, we were wild and free, and you know everything about me. So wild and free, and you know everything about me.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Wren, and I'm on a journey to lose 150 pounds. I'm currently following a plan I DIY'd for myself, and it's going pretty good. This is my week 2 weigh-in. It's actually the end of phase 1. If you're curious about the weight loss program I DIY'd for myself, then check out the description down below. There's more information about the whole plan, all my phases, and all the stuff. If you are not new here, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for checking in on me and seeing how I'm doing. If you are coming over from TikTok, hey, welcome to the YouTubes. So before I get into my week 2 weigh-in, I'm actually curious how many of you guys have actually created your own My DIY diet plan and are starting your own journey using this kind of like program that I've put out there. So if you guys are actually following along on your own DIY diet plan that you've made, let me know in the comments below. Like maybe we should like give me this emoji, just this emoji, give me this one. Give me that emoji in the comments below if you are one of the people who have created your own DIY diet plan and you're kind of following along and joining me in this whole journey. It would just be so cool for me to know because I know a lot of you guys are not crazy like me posting it online. So let me know in the comments below with the buff arm emoji. Then I'll know you guys are along on this journey with me. Also, I'm very curious if you are one of those people who's doing this journey with me or thinking about starting your own or making your own, then I would really appreciate it if you leave me some feedback like in the comments, like what else I could be doing for you guys. People have talked about Facebook groups, making a blog. I know my what I eat in a day videos on TikTok are so short because it can only be a minute long. There's not that much information I can squeeze into that little minute. So like if you're interested in like written out meal plans or anything like that, like what I can be doing to like help you guys along. I'm wanting to put way more time into this and helping you guys out and stuff. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what I can do to help you out. That'd be awesome. One more thing before we move on. If as you're watching you like this video, click that like button. If you are not subscribed yet and you want to follow along on my journey, make sure that you click that subscribe button and then click the little bell because then that lets YouTube know that you want to know when I post something new. Okay, so I've dropped enough subtle hints about my weigh-in this week. Let's not drag it out anymore and let's just play the weigh-in video. Let's just play the weigh-in video. Yeah, I'm up a pound. I'm up like exactly 1 pound. Like the fucking scale hates me. And I do take measurements every week, so let me just show you the measurements and get that out of the way so I get to go on and let you guys know all my excuses on why I gained weight this week. How did this happen? We're gonna talk about it, but first let's get into the measurements. Okay, so as you can see last week I was 307.8 and this week I'm at 308.8, so I've gained the 1 pound. Okay, and then onto the measurements here. My arm measured in at 14.5 inches. So I'm actually down 1/2 inch in my arm. My upper chest, which is basically like right at my armpit level, measured in at 47.25 inches. So I'm actually down 1/4 inch there. My bra line is measuring in at 48 inches. So I'm actually down 3/4 inch there. And my hips measured in at 59.25 inches. So I'm actually up 1/4 inch there. My thighs stayed the same. I don't know why. Those girls don't ever want to budge. And then my waist, which is basically at my belly button, measured in at 58.5 inches. So I'm actually up 1.25 inches there on my waist. Okay, so let's go over, since this is the end of phase 1, let's compare the start of phase 1 to the end of phase 1 here. At the beginning of phase 1, I was weighing in at 311.2 pounds. And then at the end of phase 1, I am weighing in at 308.8. So that's actually a total loss for phase 1 of 2.4 pounds. Let's go over the measurements overall. Comparing the first day of my journey to the end of phase 1 here, which is 2 weeks, by the way, if you don't know. I am down 1/4 inch in my arm. I am down 3/4 inch in my upper chest. I am down 1/2 inch at my bra line. My hips, I am down 1¼ inches. My thighs stayed the same the whole time. Come on, girls, come on. And then my waist is down 1/4 inch. So overall for phase 1, I have to be happy with that, right? Because I am moving in the right direction, right? All my measurements are down except for my thighs. So that's great, right? That's great. Oh, like when I had that weigh in, you guys, it really like just dropped my spirits because part of me was like, I am failing everybody. And I went through this whole, like, I'll show you actually when I did my week 2 weigh-in. That was day 1, of course, of my next week. And it was actually my cheat day. Let me give you a sneak peek on the things I was eating that day. It was my cheat day, yeah, but even if it wasn't my cheat day, I still would have ate the same shit. I will never understand why we are this way. Why is it that we have a bad day, we have a bad weigh-in day, or any bad day, and then we decide to make it worse? We meaning me. Maybe you too. Let me know in the comments below. But I have to make it worse. I'm like, oh my God, okay. This is literally me, week 2 weigh-in. Oh, I gained a pound. Oh, I need food now. I need good food. I don't even want it really, but I have to put it in my mouth so that my brain will feel happy feelings. Like, why do I do that? I'm so sad that I gained weight that I'm going to therefore put more food in my mouth that is bad for me. I don't understand it. Actually, I do understand it. TikTok Wren has actually addressed this before. That's because the part of our brain that's responsible for decision making, the prefrontal cortex, tends to go offline when we are overly tired or faced with intense mental, physical, or emotional stress. It literally leaves us when we need it the most. That's why we find it so hard to keep on track, you guys. It's so funny. I'm the one who made this video and I'm still like having to retell these things to myself. So science actually explains this. Science has a perfect explanation for why this happens. It doesn't help though, right? Like now I know why I do it, but I'm not, is it gonna stop me from doing it? How do I stop myself from doing it then? If your brain literally abandons you and then you feel like super mega guilt after. Hopefully one day I'll figure out how to be strong enough to get through those emotions. I don't know. Maybe you never do. Maybe you never do. Maybe just bad days happen and you take a little and then you just got to get back up, right? I mean, bad days are going to happen. Having bad days does not mean you will never succeed. In fact, our success on our weight loss journey is almost entirely based on how we pick ourselves up after our bad days. So I just have to keep going and I'm going to keep going. And here we go. Okay, so let me get into all my excuses. Let me get into my excuses. I had a couple things going on this week. For one, it was my shark week. And I normally don't have bad ones. This was a bad one. I know I was probably bloating, retaining more water than usual. That's just kind of how it works, right? Another thing I had working against me was my exercise this week. I did miss a day. I had put off exercising and then was just feeling like shit. And so by the end of the night, there was just no way. So that was one day. Some of the other days of the week, I was just having, I've mentioned before, I have some heart issues happening. There's a couple nights there where it was like, I'm still trying to figure out what it is. In fact, can you guys see? I have this heart monitor on. This is like a heart monitor. They are monitoring can you see? They are monitoring my heart for 30 days. Like it's legitimately a thing. And actually just today I had an echocardiogram just to make sure. I'm pretty sure it's just stress related from everything that's happened in the last few months in my home, but they're just checking to make sure. But a few days during the week, my heart was fluttering. But the side effect is that it makes me like want to sit down, want to breathe slowly. Sometimes I feel like I just need to take a nap just to like chill it out. The doctor said I could exercise through it. I was worried that when that's happening that I shouldn't be moving at all. That's what it feels like. It feels like I shouldn't be. But my cardiologist said it's okay for me to exercise through that. So I kind of just tried to do both where I felt like I should be laying down, but doctor said it's okay. So I would just pick out some of the easier workouts I have. One of my favorite workouts to do on YouTube is from this girl's like Fabulous 50s, and their workouts directed towards 50 and older people, but they work well for me because I'm so overweight. I need really low impact. I don't want to be getting up and down off the ground, things like that, right? So this week I did a couple times, I did her workouts, but I'll like just kind of do it at my own pace. I'll just kind of follow along with her, but not go as fast as she's going, you know, just kind of modify it to like a pretty slower pace. I mean, I was moving, yes, I was moving, but like there was no sweat happening, you know what I mean? Thankfully, my doctor has given me some medication that's like completely stopped all those heart feelings. So, but I did have that a couple days this week. So yeah, there's a couple things definitely that didn't work well for me this week. But one of the benefits of being a crazy person and posting everything you're eating online during your diet is that I can go back and see everything that I ate, which I know, okay? I know the food I'm eating is not like part of a wholesome, like it's not part that like plate with like the little, I know that that's not how I'm eating. I'm fully aware. Why I chose calorie counting over a like point-based or macros-based diet was on purpose. It was so that I can transition into healthier foods at my own pace. This is sort of my way of starting small with my food part of this. I just try to keep under my 1,500 calories plus my free foods. That's all I'm focusing on right now. Eventually in the future, I plan to transition into more, more healthier foods, more balanced plate, like things like that. But for now, I just want to focus on just staying on my diet plan. And for me, that means eating food that I like. I'm just taking food that I love and trying to make healthier versions of it. As you can tell, I mean, I'm eating chili cheese dogs, I'm eating enchiladas, tacos, breakfast sandwiches, breakfast burritos, grilled cheese. I'm eating like normal people food. I'm just conscious of how many calories is in it and trying to swap things out that I can. And I might go this whole my DIY diet. I might go all 5 phases and never change the kind of food I'm eating. That might be something that I'm doing further down the line in my weight loss journey. I'm just going to navigate this as I go and change things up if I need to. For instance, since I had gone back and looked at my week and seen what I was eating and stuff, I've decided going into next week, I'm gonna try to cut back on my cheese intake. Mama likes cheese and I figure out how to squeeze it into every meal apparently. I'm not using like crappy fat-free cheese, by the way. If you watch my TikToks, I don't think I've really explained it in there. You just see it says cheese. But I am using full-fat Tillamook sharp cheddar. Like that is my favorite. My favorite cheese is a sharp cheddar, especially Tillamook, which is local here. I just love that cheese so much that I am willing to take the hit calorically. I just budget that. If you watch my TikToks, you have probably noticed I am like salad obsessed right now. I am discovering I like food that I can chop up small and like eat it with a fork. That's like my favorite kind of food right now. I will budget out my calories for the day around me having cheese when I want it. But I was having it like every meal almost. I was having it like almost every meal. So going into next week, into the next phase, I'm going to try to cut it back. Maybe just only do 1 meal a day with cheese and, kind of go from there and feel it out. Also going forward into phase 2, I'm going to try to exercise with more intent. My exercise is going up by 5 minutes in phase 2. I really want to try to, for 1, not miss any. And for 2, try to like get my sweat on a little bit during my exercise. There's definitely some 15-minute workouts on YouTube that I can do that are fun and get me moving, but they don't make me sweat. I'm going to try to more than not do exercise that is getting my heart rate up there. That should help me going into next week, I think. Phase 1 overall was a success. I wanted it to be a bigger success, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna keep going. If you've been following me, then you know that my phases are changing now from phase 1 to phase 2. That has to do with me trying to build healthy habits. I took my big goals, and I broke them into small little pieces, and I am doing them in phases and working my way up. So phase 1, I was drinking 64 ounces of water a day and working out 10 minutes a day. Now in phase 2, that's gonna go up a little bit, drinking 80 ounces of water a day and then working out 15 minutes a day. So I'm excited. I feel like even though I've been dieting a lot of my life, that I've learned a lot this last week about myself. So I'm excited going into phase 2. And what's another phrase for getting her done? You know what I mean? So that's it for my weigh-in this week. I am so excited to go into next week. So excited to change things up and go into week 3 and see some bigger numbers, preferably in the positive direction, not in the negative one. And And also to start phase 2, I'm curious what more water's gonna do and more exercise is gonna do for my weight loss and how I'm feeling and stuff. So you guys might see a weigh-in for week 3 sooner than a week because I am actually really behind. Like, I am recording what I'm eating every day. I'm doing my weigh-ins every Monday, but I am behind in editing them and posting them. So I'm trying to catch up. So if you are a TikTok watcher, you might be seeing multiple days posted in one day because I'm gonna try to catch up. And then my week 3 weigh-in, I'm gonna try to do sooner than 7 days from when this video is posted. So then I can be mostly caught up. If you've made it this far, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. You're the best. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. If you want to see what I'm eating every day, I'm posting on TikTok every day. I am going to be posting like week-long compilations of my TikToks of what I'm eating in a day. I think I'm gonna also post my other TikToks just talking about my diet program too, because I was able to get so much information into like a little amount of time. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck on your journeys. If you are on one, good luck to you. You got this. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye. There's literally, Halloween is over. Halloween is over. These are not orbs. It is fluffies from my sweater.